They built on the waterway. I think that is their reason. So illegal structures on the waterway. Here's my first caller. Hello there.
Hello, Mayagun.
Oh, hello, ma. How are you?
How are you?
Yeah, I'm very
You
well.
wouldn't believe it. Someone wants to say hi to you.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi there. And this is... Can you hear me?
Somi.
Yeah, so talk to him.
This is Somi.
Oh, it is Somi. Hi, Somi.
Yes, sir.
How are you this evening?
Good.
Great. So you want to say something to me, or you're just now shy that mom is there also? Why?
Yeah, he's now shy.
Oh,
Mayagun, this boy just dialed you once. He watches me watch you.
Right.
So every day, like, he'll be singing Mayagun today. So today, I think a few days ago, right, Tommy? He said, oh, can I have Mayagun's number? I gave him. Mayagun, you wouldn't believe it. He dialed you once.
And then it got through.
I'm telling you, this is Latu Haruna.
Oh, my lady, Latu Haruna. Wow, it's actually really good to hear from you.
Yes, nice to hear from you.
And then look, see, Somi, that was like, that should be one of my greatest fans right there. Is now shy talking to me. What happened? Somi.
Yes. Somi, talk to Bible.
You must have something you want to say to me. Do you?
Yes, sir.
There is.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If I have a chance, if I have an opportunity of sitting next to you right now, what would you ask me?
I will ask you.
Okay, maybe not ask me. What would you say to me?
I will say hi.
Okay, and I will say hello or hi as well.
And he's doing a great job.
And I will also say you're doing a great job on YouTube.
That's so beautiful. And I probably one day will be sitting next to you. You say that to me, and then we can have a selfie as well.
Yes,
Is that not what? Is that not what your favorite? Some of your fans would do. Like, say, let's have a selfie. Well, it's a pleasure talking to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. It's a pleasure talking to you also.
It's such a pleasure talking to you as well. Okay, just be a good boy to mommy.
Michael, I better not make my picking faint.
No, it's actually beautiful. I have a very wonderful.
He opened his mouth, his eyes were wide. He was like,
yeah. See, I have this wonderful impression on the younger children, especially children, so to say, right? Somehow I feel like my messages resonate with them a lot, since all of us, older people, we are like a dry fish. It's so hard to teach the old dog new tricks. So I kind of like just direct my messages to them, the younger ones, It's amazing.
And he watches you from time to time, but unfortunately today I didn't really follow through with the program. I went to work, it's been snowing, I came back early, there's no school. So I was just trying to catch up, but then I kept on having calls back to back. Then he now told me, Mommy, but what time are they gonna call? And then when I went inside, then I saw it's right now. Then he just dialed it once, my ego. This boy has magic fingers. Michael, thank you for all you do.
Thank you, ma'am.
I didn't really follow today's program, but I will go back. Thank you so much.
Take your time, okay?
God
Thank
bless
you so much as well for actually calling in, okay? And send me well to Somi.
All right.
All right. Stay safe, ma'am.
Okay, Somi, say bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye, Somi. Have a good one, okay? That's incredible. So yes, I do have. See, people used to send me pictures or videos of children who fancy the opening music and the closing music as well on Mayegun's Diary Political, and that's when I knew that I'm actually doing something that is right. Seriously, I've said this repeatedly on this platform that I know the typical Nigerian, right? We are so hard to be convinced somehow. So I therefore direct my messages to the younger ones, especially the ones that we are going to leave behind. They need to know the truth about this place so that when they are making their decisions, they are not going to continue to help enable this rot. If our young children, if our children knows better, then there is a chance, right, that indeed there is actually a future. The lies they told many of us growing up, that we are just finding out. There are some of us that because we have believed so much in those lies, it's so difficult for us to actually, change our belief and then chart a new course. Even though some will say, yeah, let us break it up, but not many actually really mean it. Some people believe that there's, according to them, there's a good leader, a different direction that Nigeria takes right now. They wouldn't mind Nigeria to remain what it is. We shouldn't leave that for our own children. Our children deserve to know better, so that when they are making decisions about that place, right, they'll be making the decision from an informed position. They lie to us. We shouldn't lie to our children. Yeah. Hello there.
My good general. Good evening, brother. Yeah, this is Mr. Z here, man. What's going on?
Well, I mean, I can't complain, same old and same old. Mr. Z, how you doing today?
Yeah. I'm good, man. My good. I'm bad to this your studio, bad J. So the fees is too much, man.
I go do. I remember when you did, anyway,
I remember when you did house every evening. You could go your corner and see the studio.
And I still want it to be better than this, right? And I know it's going to cost me more. I want to have like about 4 different cameras so that I can be giving all of you different angles like that. And the efficiency is like really tight than this. But yeah, we shall thank God.
And the dance step where they give us when you want to go collect, the dance step they give us before our calls coming.
Yeah, that one is like the icing on the cake.
But you very soon, I'm sure by the grace of God, you'll be bringing guests up, like a proper podcast.
I mean, that's the plan, but it's because I've not had enough crew on board. Sure, you get. If you to say I have all my crew in, I would have started bringing the guests, making it like a more podcast-like, like it would have been interesting.
If we also had a free country where we can talk and they won't kill us and arrest us and do all those nonsense.
Amen.
People will not be shy to come up and say their mind. But now you talk, you be hiding yourself. You talk. See that woman talking solidarity. God knows what she saw in that Nigerian prison, Man,
what kind of a country is that?
What kind of a country is that?
Baba.
Yes, now I'll come here, I'll talk, I'll criticize the government. I'll go by the government to work harder to what I critique them about. I hear my God,
they will say you are inciting people. If you are doing something good, why would you be afraid of people standing up to you? Because they know they are doing it right.
And that is when you're the popular one. If you're not the popular one, they'll just waste you, man.
That's it.
They'll just waste you or you'll be missing. If you're not the popular, if nobody knows you, you're gone. I wanted to talk about this.
Who are already
now, a lot of people, just miss here like this. They'll just trace your number, trace your this one. You're gone. That's not a country now. This northern Nigeria, those men when you showed up for police station, those people, when they say 30 children, 30. You should say these people don't plenty passports for South.
But we have them say we will do census now so that we can find out. Sure you get.
One man go born 30
people.
One man go born 30 people, 20 go die.
That's also kind of a thing. Plenty, Baba. No, no lie.
Another one.
How person go take Duam, right?
How person go take Duam? 30 people. You see 20 die. See the way he talk up like say 20 just die. When one person, you have one, if your wife has one miscarriage, you can't sleep for days. You say, you die. I was just looking at God. These people. Then lastly, I just wanted to talk about this Mocha man, that useless man that came to Arise Studio. You know, when they gave him the chance to come and redeem himself, you can see how humble.
I know.
That Felix Mocha, very irritating man. Very, very irritating. And if you study that interview very well, you see when that Vimbai girl, that's the other the presenter, that beautiful, nice, eloquent girl.
Those two ladies.
You see when she was interviewing, asking him questions, you see Abati fold. Abati kept quiet. Person we don't collect envelope. You know, when you're attacking your guy and you know that's the right thing, you don't know how to talk. They do like say they write something. Collect bribe is not good.
That's why they said that they are lucky. Rufai is not around. Rufai is currently, I think he's already on, I mean, kind of like currently on leave, right?
You know what Rufai would have done differently? Rufai would have gotten the man, he would have gotten the man's anger to come back and say nonsense again.
Let's give it to them.
Because
they were like, listen, why are you always guys so toxic? Why is it that when people kind of like speak up or criticizes you, you will leave the points they raise and you start attacking them. You start kind of attacking their personality. Why are you so toxic?
He was dumbfounded with that question. He couldn't answer it.
He said it was misquoted or quoted out of context.
Out of context. Nigeria, those are the people we don't need.
They can't act victims too. Like they can't act like saying the victim. Social media.
Social media, they brought
his family. If anything touches
now. They brought out his daughter in Canada, her wedding, her husband. They brought out everything. You know, when you want to take back your country, sometimes you don't just sit down and do things relaxing and relaxing.
They hold in no obedience down. Honestly speaking, people want
now in the whole exactly.
APC. Waiting APC.
That is the truth.
You get
if Obi para like this, everybody, the whole place will scatter.
You get
say this one is this person's child, this one is this person's mother. People overlook those things because they have aggressive people in this war, in this movement.
Because the person who they acknowledge as their leader is a modest guy. Is a very modest guy. You know what I mean? So a lot of people just wanted to kind of like emulate him, so right in a way.
Yes.
If to say the guy,
and that's why people were so
go Mr. Z, Baba APC no, they're not rich, no lie.
Of course, that is why people were so aggrieved with that man, because this Obi way they talk with the calm. That's the way they calm. Now they talk this nonsense about. And people could start craze, you know. In one night, you have to call her eyes, please make I can't talk again, I beg, you know. My God, delayed people, man. God bless you so much.
2 interviews in 3 days.
Now in 3 days because the heat was too much.
Mr. Z, thank you so much for stopping by. Okay, Baba. Stay safe.
Cheers.
Have a good one, Baba. Nice one. So I have another caller as well on the line, and I think this is the African Wahala, my own African Wahala. You know one thing, Baba, are you there?
Yes.
I always love this your this your voluntary role of trying to remind everyone, support Mayegun, get to subscribe onto the what do you call it, the extra platform that we have there, which is the YouTube. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, you have taken it upon yourself to remind us here, like, support Mayegun, give him this, buy him a coffee and all that, man. Thank you so much. You know, your kind of support is invaluable. That I don't joke with it, man. How are you?
Mayegun, you know me, I appreciate you, and I'm looking for a way to contribute to what you're doing to keep on educating more people. And you know, if this is the least that I can do, then I'll wear it with a badge of honor. Thank you so much.
Really, really impactful, and I appreciate you. Like, you know, that's the most I can also do myself. And then if I have another opportunity again, I can give you a hug, like I did in Glasgow, right? So thank you very much for everything.
By God's grace. Yes, sir. So thank you for the great show. The reason I called in is to tell people that Fulanis are indigenous to Nigeria. And I know this, they actually are, if we are being honest.
Right.
I mean, it's documented Usman Danfodio, one of the first Fulani terrorists in the history of the contraption, was there as at 1804. As a matter of fact, it was already there in the late 1700s.
Yeah.
So we're talking about 300 years ago.
And they are usually travelers from the Sahel. It was originally from the place called the Tuareg or something like that.
Huh.
Go on anyway.
Okay, I thought it was Futa Jalon or somewhere in Guinea, whatever.
At all. But what happened was that they were like traders. Okay, they were not traders; they were visitors who usually come around. And he himself was a Quranic teacher, right? That got employed by the Hausa rulers who had him train their children because Islam was already even in northern part of Nigeria. So he had to criticize their type of Islam. He said they were not being like real Muslim. Their style of Islam still allowed them to worship, what is it called?
Idols.
Or their gods, right? So, and he now, through his teachings of some of their children who are like his own students as a scholar, right? He had to turn some of them into what later became his own small army, all right? Until 1807. That he now turned on the source. It was never originally from Nigeria or northern part of Nigeria, never. But again, history is there to remind us all of this, by the way. So if you have been around since 1804 or 1799, 98, right? That's been a long time. So they can claim to be indigenous now, unfortunately.
So, Marigo, if we look at it this way, Nigeria was created in 1900.
Yes, sir.
And if the Fulanis have been in the Sokoto region, in the Katsina, Kano, Kaduna region, as at 300 years ago, before the creation of the contraption, then the contraption met them there. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I want people that are still one Nigerianist. Oh, we can save this contraption. It's just the bad leaders. Those people, they need to realize that if you want a one Nigeria, then don't complain about Fulanis. Right. Because they have the same right as you do. You're not any better than them. They are equal to you. A friend of mine that I had a conversation with from the great Benin Empire, the guy loves Nigeria so much, from abroad.
Those loving Nigeria from abroad, there are so many.
So
those ones.
I've tried to convince him.
Wearing attire wearing Nigerians abroad. They love it.
I've tried to convince my good Edo brother that listen, I understand you love your contraption. How about you move back there? He said, no, I'm not going to go back there. But I love Nigeria. Okay. At the same time, I'm so angry with the Fulanis in our bushes in Edo State that are kidnapping our people. I said, but they have a right to be in your bushes.
They have a right to be there.
Because
Nigerians.
if they are Nigerians just like you, you don't have a right to tell your fellow citizens where not to live because they are equally Nigerians like yourself.
That's right.
So that's the only reason I'm bringing this up, to make people that are still believers of one Nigeria, and at the same time, they want to criticize some natural characteristics of the contraption. You can't criticize it. You can't have it both ways. Stick to your Nigeria and the consequences of your contraption.
People need to understand the real concept, okay? It is like you being an American. Whether you are a Floridian, a Texan, a Californian, or what have you, as an American, you can live anywhere. It is unfortunate, though, that the fake Nigeria that we have been kind of like a force to be part of, right, is unfair in characterization, okay? Because what they have now done is that Mayegun, okay, I am not a Muslim, I am not a Christian, I don't have any religion to start with, right? Now, I am limited by what I can do in that contraption. For example, I am not allowed to carry my AK-47, but a Fulani can. It doesn't even have to register it. Do you get that? Because there's a system that says somehow he's endangered, therefore he needs his AK-47. I am endangered, but I can't use my AK-47. Okay?
Yeah, double standard.
Another one is that I can't, as a Nigerian, I cannot go to northern Nigeria and open a brothel, right? I can't open a brothel. I can't open an hotel enough that people can be drinking alcohol openly.
Alcohol.
And that's unfair.
Yes.
It's unfair. If I am a Nigerian, that can live anywhere I want. Now, as a Nigerian, right, I cannot just walk straight to any part of northern Nigeria and just grab any land and say it's mine. But a Fulani can come into my forest in the south, right, and occupy it.
Yes.
So if I dare say, oh, we need to kick all this Fulani out of our forest and all that, they will say, well, I am Fulani-phobic.
Yes.
Right? So that's unfair. That is the lie. If you put the whole thing into concept that this one Nigeria is so unbalanced, it is so fraudulent, that if you try to question it very well, you will see through it. You will see it.
That's it.
So loving this Nigeria is like, it's in itself, it's deceitful, in my own opinion. It is deceitful.
And I give the people that have not reached that level of thinking, or maybe they've not experienced that level of suffering and frustration about the contraption, I give them the benefit of doubt why they still love Nigeria. Because I was once in their shoes.
They don't know what they are loving.
But with time, exactly, they don't know yet. But with time, everybody gets to understand that this contraption is not going to work. And it's just unfortunate that some of them have escaped from the same hellhole and they still choose to pretend like they love the contraption from abroad.
They don't.
It's so sad.
Unfortunately. They don't.
But thank you, Maego. Thank you so much.
The African Wahala.
Thank you for your time, brother.
And yours too. Thanks a lot, and you have a very good
one.
Okay. So the point here is that if we can stop lying to ourselves, okay, if we have an arrangement, put it this way, let's say we have an arrangement. When I was growing up, it was believed that it was okay for an Hausa man to be walking about with knife. I'm not. Let's say things have really gone really got out of hand right now. Okay, where some set of people are carrying AK-47 about. But when I was growing up back then, it was like it's a normal thing. It's like a right thing for an Hausa to be going about, or a northerner to be walking about with a knife, dagger. And if you engage in any fisticuff with any, you can get stabbed. And they'll say, Hausa, they get dagger out, they will stab you. Like it's a normal thing. But as a Yoruba man, right, I wasn't allowed to be going about with a knife or any other weapon like that. Because they will say, culturally, it's not my culture. To them, it's their own culture. How? It's not balanced. If you want to have a country that you want to call one, okay, what happens is that there must be some mutual agreements. Whatever is good for the goose must be good for the gander. Hello there. Okay, I think I lost that caller. Sorry about that. Here is another caller. I cannot be. That must be Charm, our lady.
Good evening, Maego.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing?
Very well. Surviving. Thanks for asking, though.
How's the cold? How's the cold in Scotland?
Oh, ma'am, we are used to it, though. Like everyone is now having sore throats, except me. Almost currently has a sore throat right now. Like they are all down with something. So I hope I don't. But yeah, we are surviving.
You'll be fine
too. I saw something
the cold.
There.
Yes, it snowed and snowed a little bit, maybe like yesterday, I think.
Right.
It's so cold that let me tell you how bad the cold. The cold is so bad that you abuse Nigerian politicians.
Oh, that moment you always remember that I'm not supposed to be here, man.
Yeah, exactly. That's how bad the cold is.
Be in that place from November and return back in April.
Absolutely. So that's how bad the cold is. That all you do is abuse. That even not for this useless politicians will not be in this cold.
This weather, no.
I shouldn't be here.
I've been here for too long enough that by now I should be spending like 6 months there, 6 months here.
Absolutely, absolutely. Or we could have been so well off that we'll be touring,
like
just
exactly,
tourists,
you probably spend more time in the sun than even in their place.
Exactly, just visiting, every now and then. Let's go and see how the other half lives and come back to our tropical,
like miss your area. So, I miss Chicago. I say, really? Maybe you should go and do 2 weeks. I say, well, I'm thinking it, but I don't know if I should, But no, they are making us pretty much like a